Hello, hello.
Questions for Aaron?
Aaron, tell us about wanting to get the deal done here and return even just before that whole process got started.
Definitely. So when I first came in, I said this place felt like home. They welcomed me in with open arms, and then throughout the year, just seeing how I was used in the system, the culture that's been established here, the support system, everything. So it was really a no-brainer. I felt like I fit in the offense pretty well as well. So for me, it's a no-brainer. This is where I wanted to end up, and I'm glad we were able to get it done.
What happened to the blonde and the beard?
Oh, I just gotta retouch it up. I haven't gotten a haircut in a little bit, so retouch it up. Just head down, been working, but you'll see it soon.
What was the recruiting pitch from KOC and the Vikings to retain you here to stay in Minnesota?
Wasn't really much of a recruiting pitch. I know everything Minnesota has to offer being here for a year, and like I said, is really no place like this, and I didn't really want to go anywhere else. So I'm blessed that things worked out in both of our favors. So.
It looks like you spent some time out of the country with Jordan Addison and Brian Oswald. What was that experience like, and how did that come about, I guess, for you?
It was amazing. The places a little brown football will take you, Brian Asamoah, he's Ghanaian descent. He introduced flag football over there, and they have it in some high schools now, and they made him the head guy for the 2028 Olympics. So we went over there to help him scout some talent. And it was amazing. I didn't know what to expect going over there. Never been to that side of the world. We were in Ghana, West Africa. Beautiful place. Tremendous talent. God-given athletic. God-given athletic ability with some of those athletes. But it was definitely an experience. But just to be able to do that with two of my teammates, who are my brothers, and I told them, like, hey, this trip is going to change us for the better. We're going to be locked in even more than this, We've been out of the country. We're doing God's work, but outside of where we're at. And you look at me and Jordan, we're like, hey, we're not supposed to be here. Like, this is crazy to us. So it was definitely a blessing, and we appreciate Brian, we call him BA, for extending the invite and taking us and allowing us to bring our families as well.
I talked to him before he went on that trip, and he talked about just how more of those guys from different countries would have more of an opportunity to play just if they had more exposure. What was that like, seeing them and putting eyes on all the talented kids that they had?
Definitely. The first thing I said after seeing some of those kids move and run, I'm like, they need to be playing real football, not flag football. Like, they have the size. You see 16-year-old kids, 6'6", 240, never been in a gym, never worked out. I seen a guy hop off a bus, show up to camp late. He's coming from 4 hours away, gets off. See him stretch a little bit. I'm like, oh, this guy might be able to run. No cleats, none of the resources that he needs. Runs a 4.4. So just being able to provide my knowledge, my insight of the game, and give them everything that I can, being a resource for them, was huge for me.
Aaron, since we're talking about flag football, would you want to see NFL players in the Olympics in a few years from now? I don't know, maybe yourself?
Flag football players may be upset at me for this, but yes, I would absolutely love it. Every other sport gets an opportunity to win a gold medal, and if you're not serving your country in the military, I feel like that's the other highest honor that you can represent your country. And I used to say, when I'm done playing a long time from now, I'm going to go play rugby, because that was similar to football. I'd just have to learn the game, but now we have flag football, so hopefully I don't have to worry about that.
So that's something you yourself would be interested in?
I would definitely be interested in it.
Aaron, we talk about the role in the offense last year. The role was a lot of you. Now Jordan Mason coming in. Just how do you kind of see that playing out with the two of you in the backfield?
Don't really know how our role's going to be how it's going to be played out, but I've always played with another back or two backs, so I feel like him coming in is just going to help me. Is going to help him, and both of our games are going to bluster. But it also allows me to go line up out wide maybe, or do number of different things and continue to stay versatile. So I'm happy to have him here. I've been watching him for a while, and when it happened, I'm like, no way, we got this guy. So
What did you like about him? His game?
His run style, his vision, everything. He doesn't die easy. It's going to take more than one person to tackle him. Once he gets downhill, he's hard to stop.
Aaron, how much have you seen JJ McCarthy this offseason, and how do you feel like he's progressing?
I've seen him just a couple times when I came back in town. Came back in town to sign. But he looks great. I've seen him today moving around. He looks good in the weight room. Looks good, confident. I'm very confident in him. He has all the support around him, and we're here to lift him up, and he's going to be ready to go.
Where does that confidence come from? Just everything you experienced last year?
Yeah, so everything I experienced last year, and then just knowing the kind of person that he is, being around him last year and this year, carrying over to this year, being around him, knowing how hungry he is, how successful he wants to be, and he doesn't just want that for him. He wants that for everybody around him as well. So when you got a guy like that, he's going to be successful.
Now, do you feel like there was a resurgence in the running back position, the value of with Barkley winning Super Bowl and everything? Did you feel that in the offseason? Do you feel like that's going to be a new trend?
Shout out Saquon Barkley for sure. And no, all the other backs who had great years this year as well. I think this something we kind of all of us got together last year and was like, how can we kind of change this from us being undervalued to actually getting our value? And we kind of said the only thing is the play on the field that's gonna change that, and all of us just advocating for it. And I think with Saquon and, like I said, a number of guys going over 1,000, we even had rookies going over 1,000 this year. It really helped the running back position, and I feel like get us back to where we need to be. Still a little underpaid if you ask me, but it's coming up, and that's all you can ask for is positivity.
You got to lobby the coaches too to get you the game plan, incorporate it, and sell it, right?
Definitely, but if you look at it, a running back is touching it more than receiver 2, receiver 3, but they're not compensated the same way as those. A lot of times touching it more than receiver 1, but receivers get paid, so.
Aaron, while you were traveling the globe, did you hear at all about the Aaron Rodgers talking to people here, and then what did you think about that?
Yeah, I had heard about it. I think that was actually before I had started traveling a little bit. Got a lot of respect for him. Got a lot of respect for him as a player, as a teammate, as a leader. He's a true leader. If he was to come here, he would bring a lot to this organization. But I think we're happy with JJ, and we're all confident in him that he's going to be able to get the job done. But if A-Rod was to come here, we would welcome him with open arms like they do everybody else as well.
Did you talk to him during that period?
Not really. Didn't talk to him. Just trying to figure out what I was doing with myself. If I was going to be back here, this is where I wanted to be. So, just kind of playing the waiting game and staying close to my team, my agent, and like, hey, what's going on? What's going on? I want to stay here. Let's get this done. What's going on? So just constantly bugging him.
Aaron,
When,
what are you excited about with obviously signing Will Fries and Ryan Kelly, and like having not only 2 new offensive linemen come in, but like guys who have already played together elsewhere? How does that help?
Definitely, it takes guys years maybe to get that camaraderie of playing together on the offensive line. It's not easy moving a 350-pound guy who's moving as well on a double team. But if you guys are connected, in which they are, they've been playing so long. So when we got both of them, I'm like, wow, this is special right here. That connection, that camaraderie, is especially when you're playing center. A lot of times your head is looking back at the quarterback. Your guards are your eyes, they're your ears, they're everything. So them coming over here together, it's a lot of familiarity, and I feel like it's just gonna intertwine perfectly. Like it's not gonna be any drop off. He has this guy who helps him communicate, and I feel like it's gonna help us ultimately in running and passing game.
It was such a big new start for you last year. How does this year compare in terms of trying to pick up where this team, although the roster changed a good bit, left off and take it farther?
Not that I came in like stressed last year. Just didn't know what to expect. Like bright eye, like a freshman on campus, pretty much. This year, kind of walked in like a sophomore, like a junior, a little bit better, a little more confidence, knowing where I'm going, knowing where my locker's at, knowing my parking spot, knowing my code. It's funny because last year when I first got here, I was staying in the hotel, walk over, and I didn't know how to get in this building. Like, didn't know how to. And I took the night before, probably went on like a 25-minute walk. I tried to like walk up to the back gate where the field's at. Like, so I felt a lot better this year. Like I said, I'm blessed to be here.
Aaron, just when you went through the quarterback transition in Green Bay to the younger quarterback in Jordan, what was that like? And I guess what can you take away from helping him transition that starting role to now apply to JJ?
It was a lot of fun, you know. Kind of, I feel like I was gonna be with JJ. Nobody's may not expect a lot of things from him, but we're here pumping you up. We're here. We're giving you that confidence, and we know what you're capable of. You've shown us, so it's our job to help you pull that out of you and play with that confidence. And that's what I'm most excited about. JJ's already a confident guy, and once he makes a play, you're just gonna see it start stacking and oozing from him. So I'm excited for him.
Aaron, how are you feeling physically, a couple months after playing every game and setting career high in touches?
I feel the best I've ever felt. I feel like I'm back to 24, 25 years old. Whoever came up with age, I feel like that's it's just a number. It's just a number. I've been saying that since I was a little kid trying to get older women. Age is just a number. But no, it really is. Is if you stay young here, you continue to work every day, that's really what it is.
Over the years, what have you picked up in terms of recovery, in terms of preparation that have allowed you to feel as good as you do right now?
Recovery is everything. That's the reason I do feel the way I do now. It's a constant grind, never stops. I mean, I'm in the facility. I go home for a couple hours. I'm back here. I bring my son back. So it's a constant, nonstop. I have soft tissue guys coming to the house when I'm not here on my extra time. Just finding ways what works for me, and it's a lot of trial and error too, because what works for somebody may not work for the next person. I'm big on cold tub, and some guys don't like getting in the cold tub. So, but here, never had a hyperbaric chamber. Since coming here last year, they have one here at the facility, and I feel like that's really helped me as well. So
There's a debate about how long to sit in a cold tub to make it effective for you inflammation-wise, and how far down you should go. What have you learned?
I've learned it's okay to contrast. Go hot, cold, 3 minutes in each, 2-3 minutes. But I'm shorter, so once I step off that last step, it's like just comes up here. So I got to stay on that last step, probably belly button height. I'm good. I just got to get the lower body, legs. Some guys in there to their neck, and I don't know how they're doing that, but.
Thanks, Aaron.
Great to see you guys. Thank you.
Man.